I have a tendency to do this too, but once I got ghosted, I realized how psychologically harmful it can be to other people who might not see the problems they have. Recently, I had the urge to ghost my best friend, who I realized I actually dreaded, but instead ended the friendship by telling her concrete reasons why I was leaving the relationship. That's the thing. When I was younger, and even now, I still struggle. I live for like for me, it's deeper than just one encounter or a couple of recent encounters with people, and I'm finding out what kind of people they are. No, I mean it's been years of like my life where I thought people were better than what they were. I trusted them, and the more I trusted them, the more toxic they became. The more I did for them, the worse they got, the more annoying and aggravating, the more disrespectful. And over time, I saw it was going nowhere. I learned that even within my own so-called family, right? I had to cut motherfuckers out of it. Yeah, they hate me for it, but they hated me basically when I was with them, and they couldn't help every chance they got to reveal inadvertently that they were in competition with me. And it hurt me when I was younger. But the older me now, it's like, whatever. It's garbage anyway. I had a best friend who I thought was real. I had $200. I trusted him with it because I didn't trust taking it with me to school. This was around my 12th grade year. I really trusted this motherfucker. I'd done a lot for him. You know, he was a good friend. Sometimes he let me crash at his house or whatever. I thought he was a really good friend. And then I find out, like, later that day, he talking about, oh, I lost it. He never reimbursed me the money. But then a few years later, he ended up molesting his little 4-year-old niece, basically. And he's doing prison time for that. He's just, I don't know where he at now. They probably had a good time with him up in there, but one thing I know is these people who ain't shit, man, they always get what comes to them, bro. You think like, oh, it seems like these people never get karma or they never get what they deserve. But you're wrong. They do get what they deserve. You just don't see it. You're not aware of it. But they get it. It takes a while. And for me recently, I was dealing with some people who I thought were good. And I used to help them out a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, I'm just going to simplify it for you. The more I was helping them, the more comfortable they got with me, the more they were disrespecting me. It hit me because this was the last straw from the Matrix when I finally let down my guard and thought, hey, maybe this whole NPC organic pork shit ain't as bad as people say it is. I feel something off and dreary about it. And for years I passed by the place. I said, nah, don't go there. No, don't go over there, man. You stay right here. No, don't go right there. You better not go over there. It don't look right. And then one day the attraction got to me through something I like. Something I really like. Not pussy, not none of that shit, but an opportunity to get something nice and save a little money. Well, basically, I asked one of the people, I said, hey, you want to hang out or something? You know, I treat it. They always try to blow you off, but covertly. They expect you to pick up on social cues, but in reality, they hope you never catch on so you can keep letting them use you pretty much. But basically, they got mad and hung up on me out the blue after about a year of helping them and dealing with them and putting up with their crap, right? But that was later on. After that, you know, it's a long story, but They called me 9 days later after that. Asked me, can I help them? I'm like, I'm busy. I really was busy. I wasn't trying to blow them off or nothing, but yeah, I really want to talk to them because they disrespected me. The way they said no, it wasn't a simple no. It was very disrespectful, very condescending. And I'm like, shit, instead of just addressing them, because they already know what they are. So I just said, I can't do it. Okay. I didn't even say why I couldn't do it other than I was busy, and I was the next day. So I ain't hear from them in months. I see the person that I last spoke to. I mean, they talk all this shit about they're not trying to sleep with nobody. They single. They're not trying to get with nobody and all this bullshit. Talking about people want to get together and you ain't let no man impregnate you. All that dumb shit, right? You know, like I wanted to fuck you or anything. And if I tell you like the real shit, like how this person smelled, how the house smelled, you like, why you put up with these people? I said, I don't know, man. I saw they needed my help, so I helped them. You know, I love helping people, so I did. But basically, this person, I saw them one day walking with somebody, walking with a big fat dude, and they saw me and they hurried up and got behind the dude. And I'm like, really? Fucking trash, dude. I tell you, bruh, I'm surrounded by trash every day. So when I found somebody I thought was decent, not just that, the whole family, I thought they were decent people. They were all right people. It's a fucking facade. They're just fucking earthbound people. That's the term I'm going to use. Because genuine people don't act that way. Genuine people are not that immature. You know, a lot of us, we grew up mentally. We had to be mature, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us. We lived hard lives. We had very few friends, if any. We had nothing but useless people and enemies that surround us every day. And we grew up being on guard all the time, cautious, not living reckless and vain, because we didn't have nobody to put a hand under us growing up when we fuck up. So we learned a lot about finessing and shit. People like myself. When I moved into this area that I'm in right now, I kind of let go of a lot of that shit because it wasn't as bad. It was the first time in my life I've taken a break. When I let down my guard, bad shit started happening to me, bruh. Like, you can be happy, not that happy-go-lucky happy, but that, yeah, I know the world's shit, motherfucker, but I'm happy type of deal. Nothing can hurt you. And one more thing about this story, right? After I cut these people off, I started getting more opportunities like, man, need me to help cut grass or whatever. So I do a little bit of that now as well. I used to do it before, but I slacked off. But basically, me helping those people took a lot out of me. They don't care. They don't want to hear it. They just want me to do it. They throw me, what, $20 or some trinkets, some knickknacks. That's not going to pay my bills. You took money out my mouth by taking my time and then belittling me, disregarding what I tell you. I tell you I got to go. And you said, well, you'll be all right. You ain't going to meet nobody. These people are fucking selfish. But basically, after I was dealing with them for real, beyond just dealing with them on a level of a yard sale or whatever, these people were bringing bad luck into my life. I was feeling drained. and I felt like I wasn't getting anything back. But the thing is, you're the one that's able to feed yourself as a spirit. You are tapped into limitless energy. I'm not trying to make this some woo-woo shit, some new age shit. I'm just being real. Like, I know I haven't moved the page yet because I'm still reading it, but you know, we're more than just what the world tells us we are. That don't mean if you do something reckless, you don't go to jail. You agreed to that by doing the action. Just like those people agreed to cut you off because they never truly liked you or cared for you like that. Now, of course, they see you. They love feeding off your energy. But if you didn't give them nothing, they'll be all right because they're just programs in the matrix. They even hit you with that fake woke shit. But then they start talking about politics and government shit. I'm like, that's not the true awakening, man. I'm a acting fragment of potential. I'm more than just a person, my family, my name. None of that shit really matters. I live every day being deep. But as I got a little careless because the Matrix started treating me a little better, I forget that I have to be on guard and I have to protect my energy, not just my well-being. Because when you're tied to somebody, you don't know what kind of energy that puts on you. It lowers the quality of your life. The only way to get rid of that is to cut those people out of your life. You never find peace if you stay with toxic people. So it's always good to just cut people out of your life that don't mean you no good. They don't care for you. They don't respect you. Yes, it hurts because when you were dealing with them and you fell for the little presentation they were doing, you developed compassion for those people. But when you saw that they didn't speak to you not one time when you were sick, they just said, oh, well, you need to do this. And maybe you just got this kind of disease or whatever. Then they just stopped dealing with you because they're really calling you to ask you for help. But they go get it from someone else. So it's like, why be eager to help people? And I'm reaching a point in my life, like, why would I go and help people when they're not even worth helping? They're not worth a damn. They don't appreciate the help. If you see a motherfucker die, man, or dying, you think, oh, you know, the good in you, the empathy. Oh man, I can't just see people suffer and die. You know, I'm kind of like the motherfucker. I can't swim, but I go in the water to save my friend from drowning because that's the kind of stupid ass friend I am. But as I get older, man, it's just better to wash my hands and just, cause for real, like I'm gonna tell you, this is synchronicity. This is how I know this is something put on by the Matrix, right? Just recently, around the end of the month, I started seeing this person. The first time I seen them was on the sidewalk with their so-called boyfriend. They all up on them and shit. It doesn't hurt me, but I'm like, damn, this bitch ain't no but a fucking liar. And the worst part is, it's not that she said no to the date or whatever. Is that she just cut me off like I was nobody. Then called me, asked me for help. And I'm like, I'm supposed to say, oh, hey, when can I do it? When can I do it? Yeah, I like it. I do it. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I got stuff going on. Okay, yeah, bye. I don't care about you. You know you toxic. Fuck you. And yeah, I'm recording this shit. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm just keeping it real. Like, when somebody disrespect me, they apologize. Okay, there's a few strikes. I'm a very forgiving person. I'm very patient. But the older I get, the more I realize at a certain point, people are just irredeemable. They are what they are. They're gonna wait until they're old, aged, haggard, and ran through. Male, female, don't matter. Jailed out, crazy house, whatever, drugged out. And then they start thinking about all the shit they did and they feel guilty. It's too fucking late now. You done age, you done fucked your health up, you done fucked up a lot of people because what you were on, what you did. Just cause I cuss and I drink alcohol, I don't even drink like I used to anymore. But I'm saying because I cuss and I drink alcohol and I don't believe in a so-called God in the sky, I'm gonna go to hell and I'm a bad person. But you do low life treacherous shit, right? I'm talking about any people out here, but that's how Christians and religious people think. I'm supposed to go to hell, but you can go to heaven. A motherfucker be a rapist or all that shit. They give Jesus in their heart or whatever the fuck, and they go to heaven, but I go to hell for drinking a beer. Man, get the fuck out of here. I like these people are fucking insane. I don't even think they're real, man. When I look in their eyes, when I look at them, I don't see nothing behind them. When I fall for the illusion that they present, I believe shit that's not there. It's not really there. And I was looking up a search where basically I'll cut these people off and my life got better. And then that's when I found this thread on Reddit. So basically, people feel I'm a pushover, but when I flip the script on them, they get all pissy about it. I'm working on it as well as you. We will get there. I have a tendency to do this too, but once I got ghosted, I realized how psychologically harmful it can be to other people who might not see the problems they have. I recently had the urge to ghost my best friend, who I realized actually dreaded. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I try to tell them the reason, and they get defensive. If not willing to listen, then I ghost because there's no point in fighting anymore. Yeah, because they're a fucking leech, bro. They just are drained. You think they're good people, but they're drained. They're there to fucking drain you. That's why the Matrix propped them up in your life in the first place. When you become sentient, a lot of the programs don't fuck with you like that. But when you let down your guard and start thinking, oh, we all just humans and we all just experiencing this life shit. We're all in this together crap. I'm not in this with them. Their lives are a lot more easier and smoother than mine. But they don't have as much freedom as I have. I'm doing my own thing out here. I'm finessing. My life ain't easy, bruh. But I make the best of it. I'm creative with my life. And to you fucking NPC perpetrating ass motherfuckers who act like y'all cool with me and you listen to my shit and then you start sleek dissing me or talking shit about whatever I was saying in the video without fully understanding it. Man, fuck y'all, man. But real shit though, bruh, I just live creatively, working a job. I do my own fucking thing, bruh. I don't need a fucking job. I don't need nobody taking time out of my day to slow me down for what I'm doing. You think I'm not doing nothing, so you feel it's okay. That's very fucking selfish of you. It's my time. I paid for my life. If I want to sit on my ass and look at the sun and look at the trees and listen to the birds, I paid the motherfucking money. I did the motherfucking work. If I want to lay on my ass one day and not get up and do shit, it's my right to fucking do it because I fucking paid for it. Fuck what anyone got to say. But for real though, man, people, man, they're just selfish, man. They're immature. They can't get over themselves. I'm like, quit glazing yourself. You're not all that. You're mediocre. You have redeeming qualities that I saw, and I thought, man, this person is like me, yo. I'm not alone out here, yo. Then I end up dealing with them, and I'm like, man, these just some typical NPCs. Like the Matrix just updating itself. Like on some crazy shit, dog. That's what I'm thinking. But Yeah, I think a lot of it is what you said earlier. You put up with crap until you're sick to death of that person. I had to do that recently. I had two dude friends, and they started getting real clingy and wanted me to be more than friends. I tried explaining and talking to them, but they kept on and on. It was so annoying and exhausting, so I deleted their numbers, blocked them on both Facebook and my phone. That's it. Well, you try to be cordial and talk, but they clearly show a lack of proper communicating, so you did what was best for you. Sanity, kudos to you. Best for your sanity, my bad. The thing is with this woman was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, this woman, I thought she was a lot like me. And I started to like that. I didn't want to have sex with her. I'm not into that shit. I wanted to know her as a person, not fuck her. To get to truly know them as a person. I don't like connecting with people like that, doing frivolous shit. Because you never know what kind of spirits you get drawn onto you. But good thing I didn't end up with this person because I saw how toxic they were when I'm not involved with them. So imagine what they're like if I was involved more, because I noticed when they were dealing with other people that they knew, they weren't as argumentative and combative with them, always nitpicky and manipulative. They're more respectful to them. And I think I saw this person actually paid them something for helping them. And I was helping the dude out a lot, but I ain't getting nothing. It just goes to show you. And then this person had the audacity to give me a jacket and it had bleach on it. But they talk about it like they had an autograph and all this type of shit. I don't know what the fuck that means. I get it. At first, I just figured it was just playing. Maybe they were full of shit. Most of the time, it's just they were just being disrespectful. And just with niggas, that's how it is, man. Like, there's nothing but trash out here, man. There's no hope. I wake up every day, I see poop. They tell you, oh, it's not poop, it's chocolate. I'm like, dude, it's fucking shit. And what recently happened was, I was still thinking about that because I wasted my time, a lot of my time with this person. I genuinely liked the people. But the way she blew me off was she just liked to be to herself and blah, 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 bullshit. And and then I ain't gonna lie, the last time I talked to her before, I said, all right, that's some 304 work. Man, this bitch looked at me with a demonic fucking stare like, yeah, she probably doing something. Then I tried to change the conversation and I tried to act dumb and play it off. Eventually, she stopped that demonic look, but it showed me that bitch is off. So I dodged the fucking bullet with trash. I said, the fact is, I said no one time. I didn't even have to be disrespectful or I didn't get mad or nothing. I can't do it right now, bye. And they just stopped talking to me. When they see me, they don't honk the horn no more. Maybe that person wasn't shit anyway. One thing I know about this life, if you don't have shit, you will never have shit. But I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm just thinking, man, like, it's good to cut people off. I know this might be late, but I've been doing this a lot. My trust is not something to be played with. The first person I ever cut off was my own mother. My own brother, my bad. Dyslexia kicking in. We were adopted brothers, but he was really my brother. He was a shit show to not only my parents, but me. And after some cops came to the house, my parents finally decided to kick him out. Life has been better, but cutting off people is easy as hell for me. It's like getting a glass of water. I love the people I'm around, and it takes a long time to get my trust. break that trust and it's war. Damn. Sometimes you gotta be like that. It can be a defense mechanism. My boyfriend is such a yes man, gets taken advantage of by needy friends who can't be adult all the time. I love his good heart, but it's irritating as hell that he cannot cut these friends off or quickly distance arm's length. I don't know if we were best friends for years. If you do me wrong, I have no problem cutting you out of my life and taking a night hit soap, sleep like a baby. I love the power that I have. I can truly dictate what I want in life. Best power ever. I wish my boyfriend could develop the skill I had. Some people just see people for what they are quicker. They're not as forgiving, so it's easy for them to just see poop and identify it as poop. This was the first post I seen, but yeah, it's just like I see this world for what it is, but when I started having hope, hope is a motherfucking drug, bruh. Don't have hope. You see poop, it's poop. If someone really cares, they will make time for you. Now, don't get twisted, like in the initial stages of dealing with somebody, they're making time for you somewhat, but they make it look like they're so much busier than they actually are. And they act like they say they don't look down on you and all this, but I said, I don't like how you treated me. You treat me as if you're better than me or something, or I don't have no value unless it's to help you. As if I have nothing going on in my own life. People know what the fuck they be doing. So it's good to just cut people out of your life. We all go through things eventually. So, I mean, yeah, it could be years ago. It could have been days ago. It could be yesterday. It could be tomorrow. It could be tonight. You're going through this. People are going to typically go through the same shit as long as they continue to deal with people, especially the wrong people. It's good to cut people out of your life. They, of course, they're going to be self-important and narcissistic and feel like they cut you out, but I'm the one cut them out. It, slowly and slowly, like I'm kind of slow with it. Like I see you're toxic, so I just back off. Then I just slowly just say, man, this person, I had to stop dealing with the person's mom, right? Because that person I thought was a friend, but they really didn't give a fuck about nothing. They didn't give a fuck about me, what I had to do, nothing. That person was even worse. So imagine I have this little issue with the person I was telling you about. They're gonna be an echo chamber for them. So it's just an echo chamber of narcissism. You know how it is with black bitches, man. You know, this is what it is, bro. Fucking trash. You ain't really nothing out there for you. See why dudes go overseas to deal with them. But even then, man, they're NPCs. It doesn't make any fucking difference whether you go overseas or you stay in America. It's the same fucking garbage everywhere you go. If you ain't got a whole lot of money, no one cares for you. Because people only care to get something out you. If you got a good spirit, people want to drain you of your loosh. They want to drain you of your energy, your focus, your time. And then they want your money too. They just want to drain you and go to the next motherfucker. And that's what the hell it is. I'm still affected by this. If I call you, are you gonna ignore me? Or are you gonna actually talk to me or be a bitch? And this is the question I asked myself before I talk to this person to see what's going on, why they haven't spoke or whatever, because I believe they're tapped into this matrix shit and they know how I feel because they know how I am. They know me. Not like that, but they know me enough. And they know what they are and they know how they act. They know what they're doing. And I'm betting the mother knew something and didn't say nothing, that they were with somebody, but didn't tell me. I guess they figured they wouldn't get as much out of me as they did if they told me the truth. People are fucking trash. No matter how many good qualities they have, you will find out they're not as good as you think they are. They're pretty mediocre. It's good to be alone. It's always good to be alone. It's never good to just give yourself to people. Be charitable. Listen to all that Jesus crap. It's all bullshit. Being charitable. Law of reciprocity. You give good, you get good back. Seems like to me I'm giving $100 just to get, what, 5 back? Sounds like a pretty crappy deal. I'm not doing that shit. If I give it and I cut these people off, or any of these motherfuckers off, all my good karma gonna come back to me in another form. So it is what it is. Whatever. I'm just chilling, living life, not giving a fuck. I felt actually it's a mixture of disappointment, and it's a mixture of, I don't know if it's a little, well, I'm already depressed because I see this world for what it is. I mean, like bipolar type shit, man. Like, I have control over myself, but a lot of the stuff that's in my life is adding up. You know, I understand, like, the internet is not a place for you to come to and talk to people thinking you're talking to real people, because most people are full of it. But I still, like, try anyway. I know that it's dead talking about this truth stuff, thinking you're gonna run into like a real living soul out here. Most people can put on a mask. It's funny because the people that's around you, it's much harder for them to put up a mask and keep it. But if you're online, it's much easier because you don't have to see them. On social media, you put up your best self. But when you get involved with people, you realize they're ugly. Not just physically, but they're ugly. Spiritually, mentally. You don't want no part in that, no matter how good it seems from the surface or the distance. If a person is bringing up the same thing over and over and they keep thinking you want that very thing from them, they let you know that's what all they have for you if you did get that. Like, that's it? That's all you getting? I'm dealing with fucking soulless demons, bruh. I don't know what to do, man. It feels hopeless. Not just with that shit, but a bunch of other shit. You know, the simulation, these simulated people. You could say, oh man, you're being narcissistic. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're just not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. If you come in there, you do better than all the other people. How the fuck is you? How the fuck is you when you reach farther and you do more? You go out of your way. How it, and I ain't talking about with just helping folk. I'm talking about a job, any fucking thing, bro. And motherfuckers putting you under, they size you down, you know what I'm saying? They try to dim your light and bring you down to bring up someone else or themselves. How the fuck is it you're not good enough? 48 laws of power don't work for everybody. The Matrix can feel your spirit, bro. These people are just puppets for it to harvest your energy. Now, I was thinking of some trippy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got some shrooms or some fucking DMT to make you see this world for what it is. But it's what it is, bro. It's a simulation. It's nothing to this shit like what you think. You think it's better than what it is, but it ain't. It is what it is. It's just better to just observe and keep it pushing. When you don't give a fuck, it doesn't make a difference. If it's not interested in you, it's not. If it's just interested in using you and you get fed up with it and they just cut you off and they think they cut you off, I'm like, yeah, you're just another one of these people. You're nothing special. Stop glazing yourself. Like, that's what I'm telling these people. Stop glazing yourself. You're not all that. Stop it. Fucking trash. And I deal with that every fucking day with these motherfuckers. A lot of people claim they chosen, they woke, and they get it, and like they always bring up some earthly shit. That's not the truth. That's not spirit. Spirit is within, beyond this emotion, this ego shit, beyond meditation, beyond all these so-called practices that can be read and replicated or seen and replicated. It's bullshit. It's not indicative of spirituality. Your religion is not indicative of it. It's your understanding, your enlightenment, your respect for life, your empathy. The best way to check if a person is really of spirit is their morality. Fuck their intelligence. Fuck the little things they like or don't like, or the things they politically don't like. It could be anything as far as their work ethic. It's all bullshit, but I don't mean because people are flawed that you just put up with any damn thing. Trash is trash. If a person got it in them to do the right thing and they don't get an attitude, that's what kind of person that is. That's a good person. If it's meant to be, it will work out. If it doesn't, it's just a sign from the Matrix that, yeah, motherfucker, there's no hope. This world is garbage. And you're in it, buddy. Now you gotta finesse it. You just gained another enemy. I remember when Rod Seller was talking all that stuff, like when he was in church and all that, and he was saying, like, you be nice to people, that don't get you friends. You be nice to people, you end up getting enemies. And you do get enemies. You do get enemies. Because this world is not a real world. It's an illusion. That's why people are so fickle and finicky. Because they're not real. Sorry about the noise, but yeah. It's just a reminder, like, you gotta stay close to spirit. You gotta not fuck with people because they don't mean you any good. They only deal with you so they can use you. Then when they got what they need, they show their real colors. Not everybody has gold on the inside. It's all about keeping close to spirit, living in peace. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna call it a video, man. I'm gonna call it short, man. Y'all take care.